They are invincible, undeniable, and 7 straight time. Fuck, I don't even know. AFC West champions. That's right. Welcome to the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast, where we talk about our favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs. I am Golden Jay, and if you don't know me, I'm lovable. With me, as always, is three-time podcasting favorite, Chico Noise, and not with us is the Chief.
Oh, you're
I
not
want to
supposed
make
to
sure we
mention that.
we'll make sure we put that out there right now. The Chief is actually running late. He's still driving back from Kansas City, so hopefully he'll be with us soon. But yeah, he will be here. I don't know, eventually, maybe within the next 45 minutes, I suppose, or half hour. We'll
Who
see.
knows? Who knows?
But our guest today is newcomer to the Chiefs kingdom within the last 5 years. That's still new for us, for us veterans who've been fans for 30. Trevor, what is up, buddy?
Not a whole lot. Just happy to be here. Been excited to. Tired of yelling at my headphones.
Now, Trevor is an adamant. What's the word I'm looking for? Avid. Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, it's been a really long day, and I've been in here editing all day, so getting stuff ready for the week, and so my brain's a little mush. So bear with me there, Chiefs fans. I'm gonna do my best, but he's an avid Indiana Chiefs fan podcast listener. You have listened to all of them, haven't you?
Other than last week, I hadn't got a chance to yet.
Not last week. Not last week.
Being off of work, I haven't had a chance to I got a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old at home. I don't have a whole lot of chance.
And I that's why I asked your wife the other day, is like, how do you find the time to listen to the podcast while you're working and the kids are there? I don't even know. Do the kids stay home with her all day?
Well, I'm at home during the day.
So that's right. That's why you're here that's why we're recording on an off night, because this is the one chance we could get you in here.
Yep.
Before at least the end of the season.
At home, I watch the big one, and she kind of helps. She helps when she needs to, but
right on.
She watches when she's at work.
So yeah,
avid work listeners.
There you go. Oh man, I tell you, that's where I listen to all mine. When I drive around all day long, it's the best time to do it. Just throw it on the radio and listen away.
Yeah. Especially as a machinist, I definitely have the time.
I bet.
Just keep working. And laugh and scream, and people are looking at me like I'm crazy.
They would understand.
Well, let me tell you, if you get a chance, do you listen to the call, guys?
I have not yet.
Today's episode, which comes out on Monday, just January 2nd, which is when we're recording, there is a lot of time to spend screaming at your radio. It's John Lovitz.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't that hard.
It was that hard.
I did hear that I have to be careful listening to that one, because there's some stuff you guys talk about that I haven't watched some of those movies or anything yet.
Okay.
So I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it gets to be a little difficult if you haven't seen the show.
Because Arian's always like, she goes, well, they were talking about this time, so I won't tell you about it. I was like, okay, yeah, because I haven't seen it yet. Or she's like, oh, well, you would like this episode because they were talking about that. I was like, yeah, I probably would like that one.
And you can yell at Colton.
Yeah, suck it, Colton.
I think we've determined that we're going to start a podcast that's just called Suck It, Colton.
It's just a special edition, only a couple episodes.
That's right.
You're
going to get
all about Colton and how he can suck it.
That's right. You get special clips from the call guys, and then you just come on and say, "Suck it, Colton."
Edit that in. I'm gonna put that on my little soundboard when I get it set up.
There you go. Suck it, Colton.
I have an idea too. When you're doing that one, we could run like all the Bears' losses scores across the bottom of the screen.
Be a long episode.
I mean, just to recap all of the Bears' losses, yes, that would last forever.
Just the scores.
It would take forever to scroll them across.
Oh yeah, that sounds like the perfect podcast. Maybe he'll guest star on it one time.
Every time he says something, suck it, Colton.
That would be like the roast of Colton.
That'd be great. So I'm feeling horrible. I missed his birthday. I didn't realize that his birthday was last week, and so happy birthday, Colton. I'm sorry I missed it. I didn't text him. I didn't call him. I didn't do anything. I didn't. It just went right past, and I missed it.
You're like his non-boss boss, and you can tell him happy birthday.
His non-boss and tell him happy birthday.
Yeah, that's you. You're his boss, but not his boss, and you didn't even tell him happy birthday.
And I suck. Suck it, Golden Jay.
Yeah.
I did. I felt bad. I didn't realize that was his birthday. So I know you guys went and did that escape room and all that stuff, but totally
Yep.
missed it. Totally missed it. But I
Hey,
wrote
just
it down.
remember, same day as your daughter-in-law.
I will remember that. Yeah.
Yep. It's the easiest way to remember.
There you go. There you go. So Trevor, tell us more about yourself. What brought you in to be a Chiefs fan?
Honestly, it was just watching. I mean, I never grew up watching football, and I finally kind of started getting into it. And just the more I watched, the more I liked how they run things, just the way the administration is. And it's just a great team. I get, of course, I get that typical. Oh, you're just a bandwagoner, because of course it was right around the time Mahomes was drafted. But no, I'm here for a long time. But it drew me in on how they do things. I don't know, just seems so much better than most administrations that you watch. There's always a little bit of this going on or that going on. You're like, why do you guys do that kind of stuff? But the Chiefs always seem like they have everybody else's interest in mind. So I just really like how they are. So it kind of drew me in, and
I found that this team right now with Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid, extremely humble, and always making sure that they're raising up their teammates, and even when something bad happens, it's a team effort. We can overcome the one fumble, or we can overcome the one interception, or it just seems like, yeah, it's just a team effort this round. I've seen a lot of bad years, uh we've talked about it with the Matt Castle years, or even the Elvis Gerbach years, or the Brody Croyle years. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad years, but this time around, really very much about, a family group, and it's really cool to see it this time around.
it is. It's cool when you watch them. How there's times when like Hardman will fumble, and Mahomes or somebody, they'll always come up to him right afterwards and go, "Come on, you're good. Let's make something Let's make something of this." And a lot of times they do. They almost like they intentionally get him a target to bring him, bring him back up.
Yep.
And it's awesome to see. It just keeps your spirits under him. It just makes it
fun
to watch.
The two things real quick. I'm a bandwagoner too. My bandwagon started when Joe Montana came in to play for him. So, I can tag myself with that. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, you kind of jumped on when Joe Montana came to town, but not that I watched a ton of football before that. But yeah, and the second thing is that I definitely want to put out there for our listeners. Last week I talked about Justin Watson and his 4 drops in that game against the Seahawks. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I am a Watson fan. I do think he's a great receiver. I just think that situational, the ball being as cold and hard and all that, I think that had a lot to do with what was going on. I'm definitely not ripping on him as a receiver. I think he's a great receiver, and I know there's a lot of things going on right now where they're like, what are we going to do with him? And I hope they keep him. I mean, I hope he stays on the roster. I think he's a great receiver, and I don't ever want to see him go. I'd like to see him stick around for quite a while. I saw something come up where they were discussing what his future is going to be. So I hope he sticks around. I hope they keep him for a while.
Well, if he plays like he did yesterday, that catch on the sideline.
Yes.
He's got the talent.
Oh, he's a talented receiver. Yeah.
That was one heck of a catch yesterday. So,
yeah.
He made up for those drops last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it only takes one to make up for several.
Well, like you said, that's the thing, is they're not going to give up on somebody because they drop 4 balls. Like, he's still gonna get his opportunities.
No,
So
it's like Sky Moore. They kept giving him a chance on punt returns. They gave him the opportunity, but
Yeah.
he's a hell of a receiver. But
Oh, he's a fucking amazing receiver. I mean,
let's leave Tony and them back there for
Tony does a great job, but I mean, even Tony made a mistake. In the game this last weekend, fumbling the ball once again. You're trying to make something happen, and shit happens, and it's all good. Sky Moore, he's not a punt returner.
Nope.
Or it is what it is.
He catches some wild catches as a receiver.
Oh my god, he's got his hands, man. He's got these amazing hands.
Yep.
Pacheco. Yeah, Pacheco was another one when he fumbled that. A few weeks ago. Went right back to him. Right back to him. They're gonna learn. They're young. They're rookies. They're gonna learn from their mistakes.
And he's fun to watch.
He is fun to watch. Oh my god!
The way he comes off that ground when he gets down, it's like, oh my gosh, you got way too much energy, bud.
Yeah, I love it because it's like he jumps up, like, yo, no matter how fucking hard you hit me, this is how I'm coming back up. So that's right. Big Pacheco fan, man. I like to call him Pikachu because he's
electric. Boo.
Oh, anything else exciting going on this week for you guys?
Going back to work.
I went back to work today, so that's fun.
I got to go back tomorrow. I'm not real excited about it, but I've only had a 3-day weekend, so it wasn't like I was off for the whole Christmas, New Year, so it's not too bad to go back. But
yeah, it's a little harder for me to go back.
You've been off
this morning.
I've been off since 22nd.
Yeah, that'd be more difficult. Yeah, for sure. You guys know that they have actually called up the time for this weekend's game against the Raiders for Saturday at 4:30.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited about that because then I don't have to, stay up late on Sunday night to see what plays out, or even wait till Sunday. Let's get it out Saturday and be done with it.
Is that a big chunk of the games are coming Saturday, or
only a few of them I believe on Saturday?
Is it just 2?
There's a couple of them. I know there's a couple slots that they announced for Saturday. So
I was thinking
we've got a TBD for Baltimore at Cincinnati right now.
Yeah.
So we're 4:30, and then we got a Saturday night game. Tennessee at Jacksonville.
Just 2 as of right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're going to let this play out a little bit and then figure out which is the best game to rotate into Sunday night. What's going to be the situational. In the NFL right now, there is so much situational football going on. I mean, I've been watching for a lot of years. This is the first time where it's come down to the last weekend where it's the entire playoff scenario. Yep. Not just one or two teams getting in.
Yeah, well, that Steelers win last night. That kind of threw it. There's a lot of open situations right now.
Yeah.
They kept their hopes up, and so there's a lot of if this, if that. There's a lot of it going on this year.
Well, with Seattle's win this last weekend, now that puts them back in the playoff picture where they were like just teeter on the edge of not going in. Now they're back to being the 7th seed. But if Green Bay wins this weekend, they're going to get knocked out. So like all Seattle fans are begging that Aaron Rodgers loses so that Seattle can get in. And it's like, oh my goodness. But Seattle coming out of the Russell Wilson era and coming back and fighting for a playoff spot, man. You got to hand it to those guys. That's pretty tremendous.
Yep, it is.
Oh yeah.
I did talk to Danielle a little bit today because she was in the car with Bill. She loves the seats. She thought the seats had a really great view of everything. Nice. Too bad you got to take an oxygen mask to get up there, but still.
They're not too bad. They're not all the way at the
top. They're only 7 rows from that, though.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah,
it's pretty steep.
Oh.
Preseason was got up through the gate, turned around and went. And the lady's like, "Yeah, they're up there." It was like, wow, that's up there.
You know, what's the best part of being in those seats is once you get up there, because we just kind of settle in, we really don't go anywhere. And we settle into those seats, and then you start seeing people going higher than what we are, and they get to about where we're at, and they have to stop and just
Take a breath. Yeah. When we were there, Dad, for the Bills game, and you go up, and then there's these 4 seats that are up behind the top row, and you have to walk up 3 extra stairs to get up there, and they're in this little corner right next to the brick wall. It's like, how do you get those seats?
I wonder if those would be a good seat to watch the game, because you're kind of tucked in there. It might mean not too bad in the cold months.
Oh yeah, probably.
Get all the wind blocked and
Until the wind's coming from the other way.
Yeah,
Then
blowing
you
right
are
in
the
your
wind.
face.
I did talk to when we were there, I talked to the guy that has the wigwam, which we did I think we had an insert of the interview we did where he was telling about all the patches and stuff. He actually is a season ticket holder, obviously, but he told us, he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I'm on the visitor side," and I'm like, "You're on the visitor side?" He goes, "Hell yeah, that's where the sun shines. It stays warmer over there longer." I'm like, "Yep, okay, that makes sense."
That'll do it.
Every time.
Middle of August is pretty hot.
Yeah, then you're blocking the sun.
We got fried in just the few hours we were there.
Yeah.
Grandpa and I were both. I mean, I want to take my freaking shoes off. It was like, it is hot up here. We got one break when it went behind the booths. That just got lucky, and then as it come back around the corner, it was like, yeah, it's hot again.
It's bad.
You gotta love it.
Gotta
love it. All right, well, let's talk about, while we're still waiting on the Chief to get here, let's talk about this game. The Kansas City Chiefs host the Denver Broncos, and they take home the dub 34-28. I'm going to get you guys' reaction right off the bat. What was your feeling process during this game?
I think you got your score wrong there.
What did I say, 34-28?
Yeah, it's 20.
Am I on the wrong damn game? No.
Are you like a year behind?
No, I'm on the right one. Wait, what did you get? What is the score? 34
27-24 was the score.
Hold on, I'm looking at my
I'm trying to figure out why I can't even find it anymore. It just disappeared off my computer.
27-24.
Yeah.
Yep. That was one score.
Mine
game.
says 34-28. But that also says they're 10-3.
Yeah, that was
I think you're on the wrong
year.
year.
Game.
No, I got Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes on my stuff here.
How many yards Pat have?
352 yards. You went 28 for 42. I think ESPN might have their wrong shit on theirs.
Maybe.
We're on ESPN too.
Really? Hold on. I'm going to refresh my page to see what happens. Nope, still says 34-28. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is the earlier game.
That's what I was saying.
Trevor just said.
Yeah, if they were 10-3, it's probably the earlier game.
How did you end up on the earlier game?
I don't know.
See, now I'm not in my headphones yelling at you.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah, no, it was 27.
There. Okay, I clicked on the wrong link. I see where I went wrong. Sorry, Colton. Good Lord.
Wow.
That's what I get for looking stuff up last minute. All right, let's reset. The Kansas City Chiefs hopes the Denver Broncos take home the dub 27-24. Patrick Mahomes, what did I say earlier?
350.
So we went 328.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But he was 28 for 42 in that one. So he's
29 for 42 in this game.
A little less yardage.
More yards per pass.
Yeah.
Well, less yards per pass, but
yeah,
still
7.8. Yeah, he was at 8 something in the other one. Yeah,
300 plus yards.
Nice. Maybe I should have both of them. We could have compared.
No, you've
Good
been way
Lord.
too confused then.
I'm confused now, but that's okay. So yeah, there you go. My mistake. Clicked on the wrong one. I should pay more attention. I think I got the whole 34 because 34-17 was my pick for the game score.
31-7.
31.
God damn it. Okay. Listen. As a disclaimer, we are not always correct here on the Indiana Chiefs fans.
No, you're not.
Not always or never.
Pretty close to never, but we try. We love our team. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Love them,
Yeah.
love them.
What else you got?
I want to go back to what's your initial thoughts and everything on this game. So let's go with that.
Well, I had a lot of people in my house when I was watching, so I was doing things while the game was on, so I didn't get to see a lot of the bigger plays that happened. And I haven't went back and watched a whole lot of recaps. So overall, I don't know. I feel like we've talked about this, teams coming in that are playing this game as their Super Bowl, and they're playing it to see if they can beat a good team. And Denver has done it twice in a row. So they came to play again, and it was kind of disappointing, but we still took the dub. So
Trevor?
Yeah.
You watch it?
Yeah, I say caught most of it. But I feel like our defense is playing pretty good. Obviously, they're still putting up points, but I feel like last few weeks we've struggled on offense. I mean, we're still coming away with the wins. We're still doing what we need to do, time management, but we struggled a little bit. Had some really good plays, had some really good stuff, but we had some drops that were questionable. But I mean, we just got to get our ducks in a row. I mean, we're still a good, strong team. I feel like they're just off the same page a little bit right now, but we're enough to get the win, and that's what matters. So we got the record. We're still in the hunt for that number 1 seed. So I feel like it's still a good season. Still fun to watch, but I'm tired of the nail biter.
Frustrating.
I'm tired of nail biters.
Yeah.
Sitting on the edge of my chair going, don't let them do that.
exactly.
I sat down to watch this game fully relaxed, thinking, there's so much turmoil going on in Denver, firing the head coach, firing the the offensive line coordinator, then the special teams guy. Man, there's just a lot of bullshit going on. We ought to be able to, because we are a damn good team. We're a strong team, lots of stuff, and I've never screamed at my TV as loud and hard as I screamed at my TV this round. So, well,
it's
look
pretty
who
consistent.
decided to join in.
Yep. Fresh off the 550-mile drive from visiting 76,000 of my closest friends. I'm now
That's
home
right.
with only 2 friends. Actually, we have a new friend tonight that joined us at 4:01 p.m. today. And,
Really?
yep, a new grandson. So Joaquin is his name, as in Joaquin Phoenix. So
Very nice. Congratulations.
thank you. So all
Nice.
kinds of stuff going down on the ride home today.
Yes. It sounds like it.
And one of them wasn't Karen, so
Dum-bum-bum. Well, you had
But yeah.
passengers.
literally got home 7 minutes ago.
Committed.
So
Well, say hi to Trevor.
hey Trevor, long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a little
you
while.
got you got the Chief socks on today?
Nope, not the socks, but I got everything else on. So I got another shirt on, my belt, my ring.
All right.
Yeah.
You got the thong?
No, I haven't bought any of those yet.
Don't lie. You could be open here. It's all amongst friends and any of the millions of people out there that might watch this.
Well, I am wearing mine. Just so you know.
Okay. Don't be ashamed.
No.
We're pride.
I'm slowly getting my stuff. I haven't had the years to acquire it like you guys have. So
Oh, I just got all this shit this year. Everything you see.
Yeah, okay. I do listen to the podcast.
I know. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, but I'm happy to be home. You know how that drive is. I mean, it's fun, but man, you get home and you're like, yes. So sweet victory, my first beer.
There you go. That's that last 2 or 3 hours, man, that gets you, I think, is you just think you should be home by now. And you
Yeah.
look down and you're still got a couple 100 miles and about 3 hours left, and you're like, son of a bitch.
I will say we stopped 2 places, gas stations, and to get some food. And each place I walked in, they're like, I like that jersey. And my response to both people was, how could you not?
There you go.
So it was kind of fun. So yeah, I got the black Mahomes jersey on, which you've never seen me wear.
No,
Because I got it for Christmas.
there you go.
But anyway, where were you guys at?
We were just discussing. We were just kind of giving our recap on the game and how I never have screamed at my fucking TV as loud as I screamed and yelled and stomped and threw temper tantrums the whole entire time. I think my biggest one, and you guys let me know what you think. And the passer, it was the illegal hands to the face, I think, on Williams. During that fourth down,
not 9 or 10 or whatever it was.
which turned into an interception.
Yep.
And then got called for the illegal hands to the face. Now, isn't that just a 5-yard penalty?
5-yard automatic first down.
Well, see, when they announced it,
Yeah,
He went
he
fourth down.
said fourth
Yeah,
down.
he did.
But
Still
he was
said fourth
wrong.
down.
He was wrong.
Well, it doesn't matter. He fucking said it.
Doesn't matter. The rules are the rules.
The guy
So for-
in the box was probably like, no, it's first down. Click the button.
Yeah, he's like, hey, big dummy. So obviously I was at the game. I have not had time to rewatch it or look at anything, but there was I wanted to think it was an early passing interference call, where it was not, period. I mean, he didn't even wrap him up. He didn't get there early. He didn't twist them. They went to the ground together as the guy was trying to catch the ball. I thought that was a bullshit call. They replayed it like 4 times in the stadium, and it was clearly not off or defensive holding or interference. So, yeah, clearly.
I felt that hands to the face was a little questionable too. You watch that replay, he didn't actually really get his hand on his face mask. It just kind of went across his face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? How's that?
Hey,
Hand, like he didn't grab on. It just happened. His hand went across his face mask. Never grabbed on. Just kind of right across the face. Didn't interfere with the play whatsoever.
yeah. Once again, we got to win on 4 phases: offense, defense, referees.
And from their vantage point, they couldn't see that until you see the replay, and they've already called it. So
Yeah,
I get it from their aspect, but it's like that was questionable.
I think they gave us a freebie too, if I remember correctly. In the third or fourth quarter, there was a call that I was like, "Really? They called that a penalty? I'll take it." But
yeah, this game didn't seem as harsh on penalties. I felt it was.
Nah,
I felt this was a lot better to watch game. There wasn't nearly as much questionable.
I think there were 2 on us that were questionable, and the one that I saw that they called against them that I was like, "Oh, that's not a penalty," but I'll take it.
That one happened, and I'm like, all right, it helps us.
So, but yeah, it was a clean played game on the ref side, to be honest. Arrowhead was at full throat, just to let you know. I think it was 9/10 full. So it was loud. It was fun.
You when I talked to you earlier on the phone, you said something about the decibel level, then they put it up. Did they actually just run the 42.2 banner, or did they actually run a decibel level meter?
No, they just started at 0 and just moved the meter to get the crowd engaged.
Okay,
and I took a video, like a 20-second video during that, just to give people a feel for what that did to the audience.
Well, on this particular broadcast, they actually ran the meter.
Yeah, it was a meter. It showed it in full. for 10 seconds, but it was not 142 decibels.
No,
Trust me.
because I was saying on there they were only running. I don't think I saw it get over top of 105, maybe
I think I saw
104.
104. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was
Oh,
about-
okay.
yeah.
So they did have a live one. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, they did. That's why I was asking what you were seeing or what you saw, what you were saying there a minute
Yeah,
ago.
so what they did, I think it was in the third quarter, is they started a decibel meter, to get the crowd amped up, and they just slowly went from 0 to 142.2. And I'm guessing on live TV, they just did a live meter after that because they got really loud. And by the way, Gunner, you can upload that video here if you wish, because I did take a 20-second video of that because it got pretty loud.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's how loud it gets in Arrowhead. It's loud, man. Now, Trevor, when you were out there, did the preseason really get lit up? I mean, was it super loud or?
It was decent, but I don't feel like it anywhere what you guys say it does. Like they got somewhat, and even some of the people around us were talking is like, yeah, it gets a lot louder in regular season.
Yeah, I mean, to me, preseason is family nights, basically, to me. I've gone to a couple preseason games, and it seems that it's more family friendly, meaning, everything's kind of low key. I mean, the crowd's there, they're loud, but it's nothing like a regular season game. So
Or
that's
playoffs.
just playoffs. The playoffs. Who's talking about the playoffs?
Everybody.
The playoffs, I will
Yeah.
tell you, are loud. I mean, it is freaking loud. So, and the San Diego game was the home opener, seemed like it was a playoff game. It was that loud. So, yeah, whatever. Keep moving. I don't care. You're still going to suck. How do I really feel?
Well, we were there for that Raiders game on that Monday night when they had the bad call, and you talk about, I don't think I've heard it that loud, and I've been to the championship game.
You could hear it
And-
on TV, the boo that just kept going and
Yeah, the
going,
boo.
and I wasn't there, and it was still pretty
Oh,
impressive.
Yeah, the boo, and then it started bullshit. Oh yeah. You get us amped up on something like that, we don't let it go for a while. Then they made another bad call, if I remember correctly, not shortly thereafter, which made it even louder and more noticeable on live TV because I went back and watched it and heard the bullshit chant. Although I will say it was cool. There was an MVP chant. I don't know if you guys heard it on live TV.
I'm hoping that was for Kelsey.
It was actually. They were doing MVP. They're talking about, obviously Mahomes, damn, my brain. See, I've been driving for 9 hours. So Joe Burrow and
Josh Allen
for MVP, but I'm all for Kelsey, being an MVP. And I haven't heard his name mentioned except for once or twice, on, national syndicated shows.
It's interesting. Some of the things that I've heard revolves around a lot of the stats and stuff like that. That's why you're not at this present moment hearing about Jalen Hurts in the MVP because him getting hurt. Hurts got hurt.
That's hard to say.
That's tough to say. He kind of fell out of that MVP run, I guess, since he's out and not be putting up the numbers. So I'm not sure what the whole status is on what they're looking at when they vote for it or what the deal is. But my understanding is that's since the quarterback position is kind of the position that plays every down and, all that stuff. That's how that plays out. But
yeah, what they were saying is if Allen beats Burrow tonight that he'll be the most likely candidate because he beat both the Chiefs and Cincinnati. If it goes the other way, then it's supposedly Mahomes. That's kind of the rumor on the street. You know, not looking at records, not looking at yards, not looking at passes, just play history.
That's what we need is that
as Trevor watches the game over here.
No, hey, by the way, anyone that says any damn thing about this game, I'm shutting this laptop off and going upstairs.
So right now,
I'm gonna let you know.
The one team has the ball and they're trying to go to the end zone.
All right, I can deal with that. I do have the game on pause, and I did call.
Trying to turn the volume down.
And I did call Jeremy earlier today, and I was like, "Do you realize, you big dumbass, that we have this podcast going during one of the most pivotal games of the year?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know." So, but I just paused it. But in return, we got Trevor. So
and that's just it. We got Trevor. This was the one night we could get him.
Yep.
And we didn't know that this game was going to be happening on what channel is that? It's on 57.
It's on CBS. But anyway,
there we go. We'll throw that up there. I don't like Joe Burrow. I don't fucking like Joe Burrow. Let me just make that perfectly clear. I hate Joe Burrow.
Why, did he do a dry run on you? Didn't even get.
He might have. I felt like it during the last 3 games last year. I can say that last year.
Yeah, I know. I hear you, man. Because I was at all 3 of those games. So, yeah, that sucked ass.
Yeah.
Don't mention the game at all, right? Okay, all right, we're good.
If you mention the game, I swear you'll see one laptop shut, and I'm going to go upstairs.
So what if we don't mention it, but the volume's turned up? We didn't mention it. You said don't.
Well,
mention
then we get copyright claims, and
yeah, that's true. We can't have any
just edit
copyright
out
claims.
a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
but he can still hear it.
Yeah.
So there could be no expression, no outburst. I drove. I listened to Sirius XM radio for 9 hours today prepping for this game.
Oh my God. Really?
You know how I am.
You had to listen to the talk about Burrow and Allen for 9 hours?
No, they talked about everything, but the last 2 hours they were focused on this game. I had to listen to your other lover, Tom Brady, for an hour. First.
Well, he is the GOAT.
We do love.
He got his team back into
playoffs.
The playoffs.
Isn't this
which I'm excited for because I want to see him just get demolished.
What was that, Trevor?
Isn't this a team sport? I didn't think he did it all. Because if I remember right, if he didn't have the line that he had with the Patriots, he probably wouldn't have been to that many Super Bowls.
No.
So
and if he didn't pay off his
him.
if he didn't pay off as many refs and deflate balls and there's
So
hold on, film other teams' practices. I mean, it's all kind of.
So a little bit ago, something popped up on my Facebook, and it's
I thought you were gonna leave it just like that. I'm like, okay, finish later.
Oh yeah, whatever. It was like the 12 worst plays in NFL history.
Yeah.
And I would say that like a third of those bad plays were in favor of Tom Brady. And I think 2 of those one was the Super Bowl where the caption is, "Why didn't you hand it off to Marshawn?"
Oh yeah.
Skylar worked up.
Yeah.
And the other one was I think it was an AFC Championship game that I can't remember who screwed up, but then the Patriots went on to win. So not only does Tom get help from his teammates to get to where he's going to go, but he obviously gets help from the other teams. But I would say that a third of those were plays against the Patriots that just were stupid ass plays.
Yeah.
And if you ever see that play that Indianapolis did where they tried to do the fake punt with just the guy,
Yeah.
I was at that game. I was there.
I actually
So-
heard something the other day about that they weren't supposed to snap that ball, but the
Yep.
one guy hadn't got the memo and
Yeah.
snapped it anyways.
So it's funny. I was thinking about, this year, right? And how everything was supposed to turn out and pan out for all the division, including the AFC West, which had the Chiefs on bottom. It had Miami on top. Man, I can't be any happier right now. I want to watch, some little spoiled brat, named the Cheetah, watch the playoffs from home. I am going to mention his name, Cheetah. Go eat some Cheetos, turn on the TV, and hang out, man. It's all good.
Flaming hot.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs will be on Saturday. You can watch that game. It's not the playoffs yet, but by then you'll probably be eliminated mathematically. Yeah, Cheetah. Take your words back. I'm not sour about it, but it's kind of funny.
Is Miami out?
Not yet, mathematically, but they're pretty damn close. Tua's not going to play this weekend. He's ruled out already.
3 concussions in 1 season.
Yeah, so he's ruled out already for this weekend, and I can't remember who else is on their team, but I don't see him making the playoffs. So I'm just telling him to get his iPad ready to watch the other teams.
I mean, honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't care. I'd just be home spending my money.
No, he got paid. Don't get me wrong, but all that trash talking is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dishing the Chiefs. If he would have just said, "Hey, man, the Chiefs was a good class organization," I let it be. But he's got to talk, so I get to talk. So, if he came back to the Chiefs, I'd welcome him back after he apologized.
Took a pay cut.
Yeah, with a huge pay cut.
But once again, like I've always said, we don't need him.
No, I'm just saying I'm not that sour, is what I'm saying. I'm just not happy with the comments, is all.
Yeah.
To what I feel was a team that treated you pretty well.
Yeah.
Even through your criminal charges, we worked through that.
Good point. Forgot about that.
So, but anyway, let's not dwell on that. Let's get back to the Denver game. It sucked. 2 turnovers. Tony, on the punt. What is it, man? Can we not get someone to freaking catch a ball and run with it and not fumble it, for the love of God? At least don't got Sky Moore back there, because if they put him back there, I would get up out of my chair and leave the stadium. But I was like, really? And Mahomes in the red zone again, I think forcing the ball a little bit too much, take the field goal, you know what I mean? And I don't know, you guys saw it on TV, right? Mahomes is running forward, acting like he's going to pass the ball, where normally he'll take the jets and get, the 5 to 7 yards. Instead, he acts like he's going to fake it and gets, 2 or 3 yards. I'm like,
couple times that game.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Mahomes. If you're going to go forward, just go. Get the 5 yards and, take it. Instead, he's getting 2 or 3, where normally he's getting 5, 7, or 10, So I wasn't happy with that. Even Mahomes admitted it post game, hey, I played a bad game. So
caught his own pass, though.
Yeah, I think that was the first time in NFL history, right? Someone mentioned.
No, somebody else has done it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I forget who else did it.
But that was pretty badass.
Yeah, it was quick to watch. It was like, wait, did that get batted?
But there were just a lot of bad things that happened. 2 turnovers. And they got points off of both of those. That would have been a totally different game. I could have left in the third quarter and went home happier. But yeah, shit happens. They got to clean up the special teams play. They got to clean up the punts, the extra points. I mean, Townsend fumbling the ball on the extra point try. I'm like, come on, it's all these little things in the playoffs are going to get you knocked the hell out of the playoffs. We can't play like that and have a good run.
Was that Bucker's second week in a row missing a 51-yarder?
Yeah.
He's missed a few since he came back from injury.
Yeah, he hasn't been right, but 51-yarder, that's not to get me,
Yeah.
But fumbling the ball on a freaking, normal, that just got me. And then, the fumble, another special teams error, I was not happy with. So, and then the missed field goal, obviously, but they got to clean this stuff up or we're going to look like shit. And we're going to get demolished in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, the Tony fumble was just him making that extra effort trying to make something happen. You go back to the same thing with Kelsey when he tried to make something happen and gets the ball knocked out. I mean, it happens. You're playing for your team and trying to get out there. Tony's a really good about securing the ball. So
I'm not necessarily blaming it. I'm saying we got to clean it up or we're going to look like clowns in the playoffs. You can't have 2 or 3 turnovers in the playoffs and win. It just typically doesn't happen. Especially you're playing the best of the best.
Yeah, especially some of these teams we got this year. We're going to have to play our A game.
That's all I'm saying. And, I think last week, if I remember correctly, was our first week since week 5 of not having a turnover.
Right. Yeah, I do believe you're correct.
So, I mean, we just can't have it happen. We got to be the ones taking the ball away. And let me give credit to the defense. Every single time we needed them, they made a stop. When the shit hit the fan, the defense came up. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because I was just looking here while you were talking about Karloffis coming off of there and getting that. He picked up a turnover and he picked up a fumble or whatever. Is that right?
Yep.
Snead coming away. Oh my God. What's the word on Snead? Anybody know what's going on with him?
He went back in the game and was fine.
Yeah, they're saying right now he's day to day with just a minor hip injury.
Right on.
What they say it was like a hip pointer or something.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. They said it's just gonna be day to day, but he should be fine to play. But
yeah, he finished the game.
Yeah.
No, I knew that, but this is the after the fact. This is after the game.
Yeah.
And they said that he was having that he had a hip injury or something like that. So I didn't know what came of it. But once again, extra effort, by Snead trying to get those extra yards, man. It was just fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He was ducking and diving and juking and it was just pretty crazy to watch. Also something else that I want to bring out. Welcome back, Blake Bell.
Yep.
Back and got himself a touchdown. Dude. I love that guy. He's a monster.
Yeah. And by the way, Rojo took a couple of snaps again, which I was happy to hear his name. One for 3 yards is what the stats are saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think McKinnon had 1 run for 4.
Two.
No, he had 2 runs for 4.
It's more than 1 yard. More than 1 yard a rush.
Oh.
Yeah, you've heard my rant on him. He's a great play action, and he's proved it. I mean, he got 2 touchdowns on play action again this weekend.
I'd say he's 50-50 in the run game.
That's
not
it.
That bad.
Yes, he is. But you know what? He's setting NFL records by touchdowns by a running back that should probably be a wide receiver or something.
He's
kudos to him, man. I mean, it was 7 games in a row, and he had 2 this weekend. He's just not a running back. He's a play action pass and a good blocker. He blocks.
Damn good blocker. Yep.
So
5 receptions, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Count them 2.
2 touchdowns for the receiver. So yeah.
Pacheco had a touchdown. It was nice to see that 5-yard push.
Once again, here we are, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and we're passing the ball when we got Pacheco. Why are we doing that?
Or giving it to McKinnon up the middle.
Why would you not hand the ball off to Marshawn? Hand the ball off to Marshawn.
I do like early in the game or a couple of times during the game they put Pacheco out in the slot and he caught a pass from the slot. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a new wrinkle into their offense I liked.
Listen, I think that kid can do just about anything he's going to be asked to do.
Yeah, I agree. All I'm asking, from the Chiefs organization, clean up the small things, man. The small things are going to kick our ass in the playoffs. I mean, I'm thinking playoffs. I'm not even thinking about the Raiders at this point. I want to beat them, obviously, but if we don't.
Well, here's the thing.
We don't clean up the shit.
Stop me if I'm wrong, which, I've been wrong before. I mean,
You're wrong.
even earlier in this podcast, I was wrong.
Hey, Jeremy.
Well,
You're wrong.
Oh, did that sneak out from behind my microphone? What is that? Yeah.
Hey, what's this?
A
whole bouquet of these.
There you go. Yeah. We need to beat the Raiders.
Yes.
Considering whatever happens with the Bengals Bills game.
Yes.
And the scenario is if Cincinnati beats Buffalo, we get the number 1 spot. But that does now rocket up Cincinnati into that number. The score wise, it puts them back up in there. So if we would lose against the Raiders and both of those teams win, we're
out.
Third spot.
Third.
Yeah, we drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got.
So trust me, I want to beat the Raiders, but I want them to use that as their prep game of penalty free, good special teams. And there's no reason why we shouldn't beat them. I don't know how the hell they played so well over the weekend.
They looked really good over the weekend. Yeah,
they did. I give them that. Carr has left the building. I doubt he's coming back. They're either going to trade him, which obviously what's going to happen, but he's got a high price tag.
Right.
But yeah, we got to beat the Raiders regardless of what happens, because let's just say Buffalo wins tonight. They could lose against New England the next week. So, there's still, that. Right.
I'm just saying that we got to get past it. So I think that we do not need to overlook the Raiders whatsoever. I think we need to look at them like that is a top tier team, and we need to go in and play them like they're a top tier team and not play down to them like we've been known to play down to teams before. The Colts,
well, we're playing down to everyone because we're throwing interceptions, dropping balls, just stupid shit. It's all fixable. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. It's not a defensive thing. It's not an offensive thing. It's a small things. That's just my 2 cents.
Like crying.
Hey, we're doing a podcast here. You know that?
Well, Phil, you said we don't want to talk about the game. We're not going to talk about what just happened. You can watch it after the pod.
Dude, I will.
But we're not going to miss it. So
yeah,
I will literally smash this laptop.
We've been doing pretty good not saying anything. So
yeah, you trust me, when you'll see it, you'll be like, why didn't you say something?
Shut your pie hole. Otherwise, no, I'm just kidding. But no, I think this is a good, since your dad was busy during the middle of a podcast talking to somebody else, like we're not sitting here I'm just giving you shit, Jeremy.
Took me 1 minute. I was not a half hour late. Go ahead.
Hey, you are also not driving back from Kansas City.
That is true. I would have been podcasting from your back seat. But anyway.
You have a phone.
So before
you can put it on the dash.
So before we move too far off the Denver game, I did want to mention that Danielle and Michaela went with us to this game. Jeremy was kind enough to sell them tickets. They had a great time. They did the whole road trip with us. And, they had a really good time. It was Michaela's first time, she's a Chiefs fan at her school. She's been wearing all kinds of Chiefs gear all year. Evidently, there's 3 other Chiefs fans at her school, and her school's in the middle of nowhere. Trust me. If they have 200 people in that grade or that age group, I'd be amazed. Kind of give you an idea. So, they had a great time. Thanks, Jeremy, for letting that happen, at a reasonable cost. They really loved it. And I wanted to say, thanks to you personally.
Hey, I'm glad that they enjoyed it. I'm glad they had a good time. I'm glad those seats got used by somebody that we know and like and care about. And instead of some stranger. But I have a question. This is really kind of off the cuff here.
Yeah.
Have you ever used the KC app to order food from your seat?
No.
So you don't know. They don't deliver it. You just order it and then you just walk up and pick it up, or do they deliver it down to your seat?
No, they bring it to you.
They bring it to your seat?
At least in club level, they do. I see other people do.
Well, it is club
level.
ball.
Club level. Hey, Lamar.
Shut up.
Burger.
Hey, he came to me in a dream. But to finish that thought about Danielle and Michaela, I did interview them after we did our tailgating before going into the game. So if you guys want to insert the video here, it was just a quick, 5-minute interview with them. All right, we're here with another live broadcast, well, not broadcast, live recording from Arrowhead. This is the Denver game. We expect a blowout, and we expect to have a good time. With me, I have Michaela. Say hi.
Hi.
And Danny.
Hi.
Or Danielle, however you want to call her. So, what are you looking forward to in today's game?
I'm probably looking forward to just being here because it's my first game and it's pretty cool. So
Winning, go Chiefs!
So, your first game, how did you con your mom and dad into letting you come to a Chiefs game?
I didn't really call them into it. They kind of just let me go. So
They kind of let you go?
yeah.
Were you jealous that they got to go to a game without you this year?
Yes. Made me angry.
But they made up for it.
Yep. Yes, they did.
Who's your favorite player?
Probably Patrick Mahomes.
Who's your second favorite player?
Travis Kelce.
Good choices. Good choices. Who's your favorite player, Danielle?
My homie,
Mahomie. Your next best player?
Kelsey.
All right. What do you think about playoffs?
We're gonna kick butt.
We going to the Super Bowl
Heck yeah.
Yes.
all the way?
All the way.
All the way.
Go Chiefs.
What'd you guys have for breakfast?
I had a breakfast burrito with bacon, eggs, cheese, and hash browns.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, good food, good people.
Yeah.
And there's Karen. She's busy cleaning. I do the cooking. She does the cleaning. There's the Indiana Chiefs flag. We're hoping to find our video clip. KCTV5 was here earlier. We're hoping that got aired. And
I'm done.
oh, you're done?
Oh, what am I doing then?
Say hi to your boyfriend.
Hi,
What's his name?
Michael.
Michael. Say hi to your girlfriend when you see this. And don't be a tool. And yeah, I lost because, 2 turnovers. Chiefs, blah. It's what the score should have been.
All right.
Hey, but by the way, someone call Skywalker and tell him he lost anyway because he picked Denver.
Yeah.
So just put a big red X through that one.
How about
Yeah, there you
how about black line?
go. Whatever gets rid of them.
Yeah. Oh man.
I lost. I can tell you that.
As we look over and there's nobody talking as Gunner's doing the math.
I already figured it out, but I just want
We
him to
did.
go ahead and do it.
We
So
did too earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, boom! The Emperor takes another win.
I'd say the Empire strikes back, but you keep striking.
Oh yeah. Keep
So
on
the sad-
rolling, baby.
the sad part is, by looking at our scores,
Uh-huh.
take away the 2 turnovers, it would have been more realistic to our scores. So
In the famous words of Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, dream on.
However, as
All
part
right.
of however, Queen, another one bites the dust.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. So, Chief,
Yes.
we face off with the Raiders in the big, I don't even know what's the name of their stadium out there. I know they call it the
Allegiant.
Allegiant Stadium. I know they
That's-
call it the
no,
Death Star.
That's wrong.
No,
it's Arrowhead West.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. Thank you. Our flag is buried under their field.
So does that make Denver Arrowhead South? Because we own their ass too. What was that? 14 games in a row?
Maybe 15.
I think 15 now.
15.
We're tied for third for longest streak of one opponent.
Boom.
Yeah, I like it. So yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders, which on Good Morning America or Good Morning Football, I don't know, about 6 or 8 weeks ago, it said LOSS Raiders, which I have a print screen of that I found that someone put on Facebook, but I think that was hilarious. So are we gonna guess the scores on this one? Because I'm gonna make it a little tighter.
Do it.
All right, because I'm gonna win this one. I'm tired of knowing how the Chiefs should win. I'm just gonna say how they're gonna play.
You realize you can't beat me. I've already won.
This goes all the way through the playoffs.
No. This is regular season. Playoffs
Well,
is a whole nother scenario.
Make them up as you go.
Yeah, it's my house, my rules, baby.
No, I'm down with that. I think I'm gonna go with 31-21 Chiefs.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it right with the Denver. I'm gonna go 28-24. I think it's gonna be another close game. Because like I said, like I've always said, this entire season, man,
Any given Sunday.
any given Sunday, but the Raiders play us hard, man. They play us really, really hard.
Yeah, because you kind of said what I was going to say. I was going to say the same.
Well, I could say one thing. Ever since they did that extra lap around Arrowhead, they have not won.
True. But Trevor, go ahead, man. Hit me with it.
Hit me with your
Oh,
best
3
shot.
points. It'll be an odd score, but 28-25.
There you go.
3-point game.
You're gonna make me
Had a
sweat
lot of-
more than
had
I
a
want.
lot of those. I don't like that. I would rather it be like 40-15, but
Yeah. Where's that 41-3, Phil?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you put down there, Gunner?
31-15.
Yeah, okay.
he's hoping they play like they should be playing.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been saying for 3 fucking weeks.
Oh,
By the way, Gunner, I don't know if your dad told you, but he bought you a poster,
He did.
I did.
He did.
and it is badass poster. When I saw it and I looked in the bin, the big 5,000, poster bin for the game day poster, I'm like, why is there only like 30 of them in here? And I look at the poster and it's our AFC championship. It's got Kelsey holding the banner. It's got Mahomes on the bottom. And I think, it says 50 something. It cuts it off for the defensive player.
Yeah.
But you got to think that's Clark, most likely. And they only made 500 of them. So
Yeah,
we
that's
were
awesome.
in there
He
at
showed it to me,
8:30.
too. He showed it to me too.
We were in there at 8:30, so I guarantee you by 9 they were gone. So that's why I called your daddy immediately, because he only wants the posters that he goes to the game for. But he said I make an exception for this one for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited about that one coming back.
And that is the last poster of the regular season. So
True. They don't do them for the playoffs, do they?
they do,
Do they?
but they make the larger posters, I think, of the playoffs also. I think they do both.
Gotcha.
Because I like my extra large posters because they look badass. But yeah, the Raiders, I think we're gonna beat them. All I want besides a win is a clean game. I don't care about penalties. I'm good with that. I don't want fumbles. I don't want missed points. I don't want missed field goals. I don't want interceptions. I want a clean game.
Yeah.
We need that going into the playoffs.
We do.
Right on. I truly believe that we can beat the Raiders. I think I think they're playing with a whole different purpose, but I just don't think it's gonna be good enough. I think we will get by them, but I think it's gonna be a close game again.
10-point game.
Yeah, or less.
No, they play a clean game. 10-point. They don't play a clean game, then whoever picked 3 points.
Hey,
Who's
what
gonna
did that board say on there, Gunner? Was that like 5-1 or 2?
2.
It's going to be closer than 10-point game.
No, I said if we play a clean game, it's going to be 10 points.
And I'm telling you, it's going to be less than that.
You want to go double or nothing?
No, I don't
No,
want to
me-
bet.
No,
I don't
no,
want
no,
to
no,
bet.
no. We're not betting. Here you go. Well,
I think I
guess
stole
won't.
you a beer from like 6 months ago.
Yeah, you do. That won't work out. I'm going to say you take away one of your ticks and I get 2 ticks.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. But I still think it'd be 4 to. Yeah, that'd be 4-4, right?
There you go. Let's not. No, I've already won fair and square.
No, come on.
No.
Put your
Are we
tick
marking
marks
for
where
the
your mouth
playoffs?
is.
Are we
No,
marking for the playoffs? Or are we doing something different?
we'll do something different. We'll figure it out.
Come
I'll have to
on.
work. I'll have to
Double
work.
or nothing, and that'll tie us.
No, I already
It's
won.
all right. Well, we'll keep
Not putting it on the line. I already won.
We'll pull a tally marks on for all of the stats we tried to guess at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Like
Oh, that'll be a good one.
passing and
Yeah.
all that. Okay, I'm good with that.
See that in my hands? You see this in my hands right here?
Yeah.
This
All of it.
is all of the predictions. I went back and listened and got all the predictions, wrote them down.
Very
So-
nice.
After the season's over, after the playoffs over, after Super Bowl's over, we will do another wives club, and hopefully you guys will be able to make it this time.
Yeah.
And we'll go over our predictions and talk about the season.
Awesome. Shit. What was I gonna say? You totally sidetracked me with that rant.
What I do?
Like a snake.
Thanks, Jeremy. Stop looking at the TV.
This is intense, Phil, and you're gonna
Hey.
be yeah.
Yeah. This has nothing to do with the score.
nothing
This
to do.
has nothing to do with
Don't just. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just let it be. Gunner.
Yeah.
So just as a heads up, and I really don't care where you place it. Maybe here's a good, spot or whatever. Michaela and I did a quick, 2-minute jaunt around, the outside ring of the gold and red parking lot, and got a lot of people yelling at us saying "Go Chiefs," fun stuff like that. So kind of like a parking lot, stroll.
All right.
All right, so we're walking through Arrowhead here. Gonna go try to find some of our beds, friends, see if they're around. Lots of tailgating going on here. Unfortunately, there are some Denver fans that are going to be sadly disappointed, but it is what it is. You just don't want to walk right back out here in the truck. I tried to find the wolf man, not the one that's in jail, people. Another one.
For the view, they look at me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message, from the veins, speaking my lesson, from the brain, seeing the beauty through the
That's great. All right, we'll try this last set of tips. He's not there. I don't know where he went. Yeah, I don't see him. He's usually, maybe he didn't make it to this game, but that's all right. There's plenty of other fans. don't see him. All right, let's head back. Oh,
There's a lot of that going on.
yes, a lot of that. And by the way, Golden Jay, someone still wants to get some season tickets.
You just keep feeding her and yeah, you keep sending her back. It's an addiction.
No, she's working on her dad to buy them because he's also a Chiefs fan. But he's like, I ain't driving all the way down there. And I told her, I was like, tell him he doesn't have to drive. They are.
There you go. There you go.
So,
Is he buying 2 or 4?
2. He's not well, actually ain't buying shit right now, but
Yeah, he's not biting.
yeah, she's working on it hardcore. But yeah.
We're gonna figure a way out to get Trevor with us out for one game this year, and an actual game.
Well, this year means he's got to buy a playoff ticket.
No, you know what I mean. This is a whole new season after the playoffs. It's still this year, 2023.
Yeah, it is this year.
Mm-hmm. I know about September.
Hey, to me, it's a whole nother year, man. To me, it's 2024 when the new season starts.
Well, you know, playoffs are coming. You never know what's going to happen.
Hey, by the way, Jeremy, today I canceled my DirecTV.
All right, congratulations.
And the person who was an asshole asked me why I'm canceling my DirecTV. I said the only thing that was been keeping me here is the Sunday ticket. And he just said, okay. He didn't even try to retain
Yeah, I
me.
didn't even try to talk you out of that.
And then my billing's supposed to be tomorrow, but according to their billing, it's on the 12th, so I got to pay for another fucking month. And I said, you know what? If I ever decide to go back to any satellite TV, Dish is looking mighty fine, and I just hit click. So yeah,
Oh yeah, they'll get you. They'll get you.
I don't know how they get away with it. To be honest, if you cancel a service or you bring something back, it's immediately returned. But anyway, there you go. I canceled it. Goodbye, good riddance. We talked about it on a previous podcast, you know, that we hope they do a la carte, or you can pick a specific team and pay less, or, you know, something that makes it more user friendly for folks that don't want to watch, you know, every single team in the NFL. Or if you do, here's your package. You know, I look forward to that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what they end up doing.
All
It'll
right.
be interesting to see where the games go to. Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up because you guys are watching the damn TV and I got to go watch it now.
Yeah, you're feeling it. We got our
Yes, I am.
predictions in.
No.
Nobody's saying a word but watching the damn TV. So
Hey, before we wrap this up, we did
Yeah.
get an email.
sweet.
Did get an email from Coach.
All right.
Coach Rob.
Coach Rob. It says, I say the newest GOAT. And he runs through looks like a Twitter post from Lance the Spoken. And it says, through 5 seasons, 300 plus yards games, Drew Brees with 14, Peyton Manning with 20, Patrick Mahomes with 40. 3+ touchdown games, Drew Brees with 12, Peyton Manning with 19, Patrick Mahomes with 35.
Holy shit.
100+ quarterback rating, Drew Brees with 22, Peyton Manning with 19, Patrick Mahomes with 45. Now each of those has Mahomes has one more game in his 5th season. So you got to keep that in mind since we went to a 17 game season.
We don't have to think about it because you're talking about their entire career.
Right. But I mean, it's just an asterisk that you got to put in there because everybody,
get it.
right, says that.
I get it.
Chiefs fan for life, Coach. So he just
Sweet.
wanted to send that on. I want to give a shout out to Coach. Thanks for the email. I love it when they email. So keep them coming, guys. Keep sending those emails. I love them. So
Did you guys already mention Mahomes passing 5,000 yards already?
Yep.
Okay, I figured you did. So that's why I
We
didn't bring it up.
there was, like I said, I thought that there was another milestone for Kelsey in this last game, but I couldn't find what I had read, so I apologize to our listeners.
I think he needed 100 yards, which he didn't get, or some kind of yardage to have so many games with over 100 yards. Something. Maybe I'm wrong, but something like that.
This was something a little more. It was.
Wasn't it
was
like
like
47 yards or 50 yards for something?
I don't remember.
All right,
I'm gonna have to keep looking for it. Yeah,
I remember hearing about it. I just don't remember what it was. All right, wrap it up. Let's go. You guys are watching TV, and I'm getting
No,
answers.
there's no point in rushing to the TV.
No.
The game has been suspended. So,
Why? Oh, don't tell me why. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm just telling you, the game has been suspended.
Where are they playing it at again?
It's temporarily on hold right now.
They're in Cincinnati. Yep.
Oh, bad weather.
So
No, if it's not bad weather, don't tell me.
Nope.
I'm trying not to fucking tell you if you shut up and move on.
All right, we're moving right along. Hey, you know what's funny though?
God damn.
Hey, Jeremy, I'm gonna watch this episode and be like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You're not gonna watch this episode.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
When's the last episode you watched?
I'm 3 behind now.
Okay, all right, good job. I'm glad you're catching up.
I'm honest. I'm totally honest.
That's okay. Even Trevor's not completely caught up.
And you know why, for the most part. That doesn't make up for today. I could have listened to it on the way there and the way back, but my life has been in shambles since.
Oh, it sounds like you were at a busy road trip home. So, and
Yeah.
I'm sure the girls didn't want to listen to my voice the entire time.
Had to put him to sleep.
What's by the way, Jeremy?
Uh-huh.
Oreos.
That's the
Don't worry
code
about
word.
it. That's the code word. Oreos.
Oreos. Okay. All right. I'm with you. Oreos is the code word. All
You
right.
don't know me? Come over. Let's cuddle.
You sound like my granddaughter. I want to cuddle Papa. All
Feel
right,
bad.
well,
Trevor's been kind of hanging out over there, not really getting much word in. What do you got to say, buddy?
Not much. I'm just having fun. It's fun just sitting in on this.
Oh,
Jeremy,
yeah.
So
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
on the last, after the Raiders game, what do
Mhm.
you? Oh, never mind. We can't do that. Let's say the week of the playoff that we bring back or try to bring back as many people as we can.
Okay.
That have been on before.
So, like going into the playoffs. So, like,
Yeah, because we can't do it next week. I don't think.
right. Yeah, we have a super
Yep.
super fan guest coming in.
I'd like to get Coach back.
Although,
on.
I think Trevor might be getting close to being a super fan. Once he gets season tickets and some face makeup, I mean, I think he'll be pretty close.
Well, let's talk about it. I'd like to get everyone's opinion on the regular season, what they think of the playoffs, and just try to get as many people on that we've had on this podcast through the year. I think
We can work something out.
I think it might be fun.
I will say that coach did not ask me who the guest was going to be, but he
Really?
did say, "See, I didn't ask you." So he kind of asked me in a way.
But I
You
think
brought
that'd
it
be I think that'd be kind of cool, especially going into the playoffs, get people on that we've had on and let's talk Chiefs, it's a new season at this point.
Is there a week between the final game and
No.
the first playoff? It goes right into each other, doesn't it?
Well, if we have the first round bye, there's a week.
Okay.
So
Well, I was talking about just the wild card. You
No.
know, let's bring this up. So
wild card is immediate next weekend or the weekend after. Sorry.
yeah, we'll figure something out. Let me ponder this for a day or so, and we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Trevor, you got what time is your break in the evenings?
Well, it's not very long, but I get a 20-minute lunch at 6, and then I have an 8 o'clock 10-minute break.
Man, you need a new job.
No,
He likes his job.
I get paid decent for what I do. So.
No, I'm totally being goofy, man.
And I've got some vacation time next year because I've been there long enough. So
Oh, very nice.
yeah, I get a bonus vacation week next year. So
Booyah.
Not a bad thing at all.
might be able to work some time off to maybe come on here again once or twice and go to a Chiefs game.
Hoorah.
There you go. Yeah, we'll work it out, man. We'll get you out there, and you can spend a weekend in an Airbnb with Phil.
Hey, man, it's an experience.
When you wake up to drunk Phil cuddling you in the middle of the night, you might want to leave. But
It only happened once, and we decided we weren't going to talk about it anymore.
If it gets too weird, I'll just drive to Peculiar to my great uncles.
There you go. There you go.
Let's just say I was the big spoon.
big spoon with a little spoon.
But
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
I got nothing. I got nothing. You guys are on your own on that one. You can
I tell you what,
you can
man.
imagine whatever you want to imagine at this point.
I tell you what, that Airbnb that we had, that first game that you guys went to was a badass Airbnb.
Oh, the house out in the
Yeah.
down the drive. We went down a driveway you didn't think was a driveway. Actually, it was a road. It was truly a road, but it didn't.
Man,
My
that place
car
was-
bottomed out.
Oh, man, that was really nice.
It was. It was nice. It was a nice tucked away, full house. Every room had a bathroom.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
A wraparound porch around the entire place. It was really nice. Try to get something like that, Trevor, if you go, maybe, because we'll need four bedrooms probably.
Yep.
So
For sure. We'll get it all worked out. All right. So as we do here on the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast, it is time for your to-do list. What do you gentlemen got to have your fans do this week? Chico, you're up to bat.
Take down your
All right.
Christmas stuff, people. That time. Phil, that includes you. Take down your Christmas stuff.
I know we just got home, so
Get it done.
Just leave your Christmas tree up, put Chiefs stuff on it.
Chiefs mystery.
beer
Now it's
cans.
not
That's
a
what ours
Christmas
is
tree.
anyways.
Now it's just a Chiefs tree.
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go.
But yeah, there's my to-do list. Don't leave your lights up all year. Don't be lazy. Take them down.
All right. Phil, what do you got?
So oddly enough, I was in the gift shop and I didn't buy it because I know I can get it cheaper online. And since you guys have been giving me shit,
Who, us?
Yeah, read the history of the Chiefs by reading the biography of Lamar Hunt. It is, from what I looked at online, a beautiful read.
Are you sure it wasn't Clark?
Yes, talking about his dad. There's a book out on everything that he did for the AFL, the merge into the NFL, and how the Chiefs became the Chiefs we know today. It's a
I'll
great
tell you
book.
what, it truly, if you don't know the story, it is a fucking brilliant story of him, wanting to bring a team to Texas, and there's already a team in Texas, or there was so much going on that they wouldn't let him do it, and then to start his own league, and then to do what he's done to get it all, and then the merge, and brilliant.
A lot of history there. So, and who started a book club?
That would be the Skywalker coming out here in a couple weeks. The Court of Books and Booze.
So maybe we can add that on to his. Even though I know he's not a Chiefs fan, but this is more of a history of the NFL. I don't care what team you root for. It could be that's my homework for any listener.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I'm saying.
Trevor, you
Read a
want to
book.
jump in on this to-do list?
Can't really think of anything right now, other than make sure you watch your games. Keep up on them. It's an important time of the season.
No
I think-
problem there.
Oh yeah.
Extremely important.
And listen to the Indiana Chiefs fan podcast.
There you go.
That is on your
That's a good
to-do
If you
list.
know anybody, have them listen.
Tell your friends about us.
I likes my precious.
What was my last week's to-do list? Anybody remember?
No.
Okay, good. So my to-do list this week is to evaluate one of your big goals for 2023. I'm not talking about a New Year's resolution. I'm not talking about whether you're going to lose weight or stop smoking or quit drinking so much Mountain Dew. I'm talking about what are your goals? What is the big thing that you want to accomplish in 2023? Set those goals and let's go for it. Let's make 2023 one fucking bitch of a year. What do you say, guys?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I bought my lotto ticket today at 2 different gas stations.
I love that. I love that.
For Mega Millions, I think.
It didn't work out the last time I did it. I bought them in 3 different states and it didn't work out. Oh, 4 different states. 4 different states.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but
Hoorah.
all right. All right. Well, gentlemen, is that all we got for tonight?
That's all I got. I'm ready to chill.
All right. We'll let you go relax from your 9 hours of driving and now another an hour of podcasting, and it'll be all right. You'll be fine. Time to go take a nap there, Big Papa.
No.
Hey, don't forget to send me all those videos you just talked about.
Yeah, I'll throw up on. I'll throw up. For some reason, I can't find you. I'll have to put them up to
Just send
Jeremy
me-
and
yeah, he
yeah,
can share 'em with
he'll
me.
I'll
throw
share them
your
on.
way.
Yep. Yeah, but you got to do that tonight
Okay.
because we're only got one night of editing.
Okay.
No, we got 2, but yeah.
Don't tell me you have 2.
Oh, no, you only got one night. We only have
Okay.
one night of editing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but I am off tomorrow, Jeremy. By the way, so
Good,
just a heads
good,
up.
good. All right.
Still
Well,
do it tonight.
yeah.
I know, but I'm gonna run upstairs, and my granddaughter hasn't seen me in 4 days. It's gonna be chaos, and I want to watch the game. Anyway, I just want to chill.
Right now.
That's fair. That's 9 hours. You just want to relax when you get back. I get it. Trevor, thanks for joining us. I hope you had a good time listening to us squabble.
We're like a bunch of chatty Cathy's.
That's right. That's right. This is what we do. And hopefully you can make it back on again.
Would love to. It'd be fun.
Right on. And you know, the really the big thing to take away from your night here on the Indiana Chiefs fans is now you get to go rub it into your wife that you've actually done a podcast before she did.
She said something before I left the house.
What is it on like
Hey,
her
hey.
bucket list or something?
She
Well,
listens to Call Guys.
She emails into the call guys all the time, says something, and they're all like, well, we should have her on sometime. I'm like, yeah, but I got a hold of them and said, hey, I want to be on it. Let's figure out a time. And
Yeah.
we did. She never comes. She just says, I want to do it. That's it.
She did
I
tell
love
me
it.
at New Year's. She told me at New Year's, so we'll get her on. Although we took the idea she gave us and did an episode on it, and
Yeah,
didn't
she was
even
she
think to
wasn't
ask
happy
her.
about that one.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Arian.
Very nice.
All right. Well, thanks, Trevor. Thank you, gentlemen. And from our little slice of Chiefs Kingdom right here in the great state of Indiana, I just got one question for you guys. How about those Chiefs? All right. Later.